Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's bound to spark some conversation, some debate, and hopefully a bunch of aha moments along the way. We're talking about the 10 top female weaknesses every man must know. Now, before the pitchforks come out, let me clarify. By weaknesses, we're really talking about those little emotional, psychological, or situational soft spots that many women might respond to. Things that can make them feel more comfortable, more interested, more intrigued, or sometimes more vulnerable in the best possible way. These aren't universal and there's no one-size-fits-all formula. After all, people are as different as the colors in a rainbow. But based on common patterns, psychological research, and yes, a healthy sprinkling of anecdotal experience, these are 10 hot buttons that, when pressed respectfully and ethically, can deepen your connection. And remember folks, this is a fun, engaging look at how we can understand each other better. We're not here to manipulate or disrespect anyone, ever. We're here to celebrate the nuances and complexities of attraction. If you find any of these points helpful or enlightening, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below on which of these weak spots resonates most with your experience. Let's jump right in. First on our list is emotional vulnerability. You might be thinking, wait, I thought men were supposed to be stoic and tough. Not exactly. A lot of men believe that showing emotion is a sign of weakness, but interestingly enough, research in relationship psychology often shows that authentic emotional expression can be incredibly compelling. Think of it this way, if you're comfortable sharing a bit about your feelings, maybe about a childhood memory, a personal struggle, or even why you're passionate about your dog's adorable outfits, you show you're a real person, not some unfeeling robot. Many women appreciate a man who can open up because it signals trust and confidence. Just be genuine. Don't force tears about that time your goldfish left you for another bowl. Let's keep it real, guys. But if you're honest about your emotions, you'll find that it can create a deeper connection. You might just see an instant empathy spark. Remember, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you find vulnerability compelling? Next up, confidence and leadership. I'm not talking about chest-thumping alpha behavior or rolling up on a Harley to show how manly you are. Studies from social psychology indicate that many women do appreciate a sense of direction, decisiveness, and self-assuredness in a partner. Confidence is that intangible magnetism that says, I know who I am, I know what I want, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. A man who can lead in a healthy way, whether that's planning a date or taking the initiative to solve a problem, often hits a sweet spot. It signals competence and security. But guys, confidence is not the same as arrogance. There's a fine line between being self-assured and being a know-it-all. If your next sentence is always, well, actually, you've gone too far. Show confidence that's balanced with humility. That's like catnip, or dare I say human nip for many women out there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. A sense of humor. Laughter has this magical ability to bring people together. As countless studies have shown, and as your own life experience might confirm, humor can reduce stress, create bonds, and release those feel-good endorphins in the brain. Many women list humor as one of their top weak spots. Who wouldn't want a partner who can make them chuckle after a tough day? Just remember, humor is subjective. Telling an elaborate pun about quantum physics might not always get you the reaction you crave. But if you can find common ground, whether it's laughing at silly memes, comedic movies, or the absurdity of everyday life, you're well on your way to forging a deeper connection. Also, self-deprecating humor can be charming, but don't go so far that you're just insulting yourself. Aim for that sweet spot where everyone's laughing, including you. Enjoying these tips so far? Like, subscribe, and drop a LOL in the comments if you love a good joke. Alright, number 4 might seem obvious, but it's consistently cited as one of the biggest factors in attraction being a good listener. And I don't mean the nod your head while thinking about your favorite sports team variety of listening. I'm talking about genuine, active, fully present listening. Psychologically, people feel more connected when they believe their words are valued. For many women, a man who truly pays attention, asking follow-up questions, maintaining eye contact, clarifying details, can be a massive breath of fresh air. It says, I see you, I'm hearing you, and I value what you have to say. When you actively listen, you're showcasing empathy and respect. And guess what? That's ridiculously attractive. So put your phone down, take off your imaginary earplugs, and give her your undivided attention. Not only will you learn something interesting, but you'll also score major points on the emotional connection front. Number 5, thoughtful gestures. You know, those little unexpected signs that you're paying attention and that you care. It's no secret many women value sentiment and acts of kindness. Psychologists call this communicating warmth, showing that you're invested in someone else's well-being. A thoughtful gesture could be something as simple as picking up her favorite snack on the way home, or remembering the name of the random childhood pet she mentioned once, and then referencing it in a funny card. It doesn't have to be expensive or grandiose. Sometimes the smallest acts speak the loudest. Funny story, a friend of mine left a single daisy on his partner's doorstep after their third date, referencing a joke they shared about daisies. She found it so sweet they ended up dating for 2 years. True story! It's those genuine personal touches that show effort and sincerity. If you like thoughtful gestures, comment your favorite thoughtful moment below. Onward to number 6, compliments. But here's the kicker, they have to be genuine and specific. According to a study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, sincere compliments can boost a person's self-esteem and foster closeness. Hey, you're pretty, might be nice, but it's also vague. Instead, try something more personal like, I love how passionate you get when talking about your art. Your enthusiasm is contagious. Or, that color really brings out your eyes. Makes them look like a sunset on a clear summer evening. Okay, maybe that's a bit poetic, but you get the idea. The point is to notice something specific and meaningful about her appearance, her personality, or her achievements. The more authentic the compliment, the more it resonates. Just skip the corny pickup lines you found in a dusty 1990s romance guide. Trust me, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Rarely helps your case. Next, shared interests and compatibility. This is less of a weakness and more of a natural inclination. When two people discover they both geek out over the same obscure TV show, or they both adore hiking, or they're both committed to volunteering, there's an instant bond that forms. Psychologist Arthur Aaron's famous 36-question study found that shared experiences and mutual interests can accelerate intimacy. When you find that overlap, maybe it's a hobby, a passion, or a worldview, you create a comfort zone. It's like saying, you and I, we speak the same language here. So if you're discovering shared interests, cultivate them. Plan activities around those passions. Take cooking classes if you both love food, attend a comedy night if you both love stand-up. This is less about exploiting a weakness and more about celebrating common ground. But hey, from the perspective of building connection, it's definitely a golden ticket. Coming in at number 8, emotional support and understanding. Life can be stressful, chaotic, and downright overwhelming. Having someone who's there to listen, to validate feelings, and to say, hey, I get it. It's okay to feel this way, can be a powerful draw. A study on romantic relationships in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin highlighted that perceived partner support strongly correlates with relationship satisfaction. That means when a woman feels that her partner's got her back, whether she's had an awful day at work, or she's feeling anxious about a big project, she's more likely to feel secure, connected, and yes, attracted. Just remember that being supportive doesn't mean you have to fix every problem. Sometimes all that's needed is a compassionate ear and a "you're stronger than you think." Bonus points if you follow it up with a comforting hug or a pint of her favorite ice cream. If you agree, show some support by hitting that like button. Number 9 might seem contradictory to some of the earlier points about openness, but there's a delicate balance here. Mystery and intrigue. Sometimes being an open book is wonderful, but leaving a little to the imagination can be just as compelling. Think about a great TV series finale that leaves you with a slight cliffhanger. It makes you want more, right? The same principle can apply in relationships. No, you shouldn't hide major life details or be cryptic about your intentions. That's a recipe for disaster. But there's a certain charm in slowly revealing parts of your personality, your history, and your dreams, rather than dumping your entire life story on the table at once. Psychologists might call this the pleasure of uncertain outcomes, the thrill we get from something yet to be fully discovered. So if you maintain just a dash of mystery, you can keep things exciting and keep her curious about who you really are. Finally, a cornerstone of all this, authenticity. Yes, we just talked about being a bit mysterious, but that doesn't mean being fake. Women, like anyone else, can sniff out inauthenticity from a mile away, especially when it's coming from someone they might date. If you're into comic books, own it. If you'd rather watch a documentary about ancient civilizations than go to a nightclub, say so. Authenticity sends a huge signal of confidence. It's the take me as I am vibe. More importantly, it builds real trust. Nobody wants to find out that the person they're into was just putting on an act. Plus, authenticity is refreshing. We live in a world where social media filters, curated feeds, and perfect facades are everywhere. Showing the real you, flaws, quirks, passions, and all, can be deeply attractive. It shows you're comfortable in your own skin, which is a massive weakness trigger for many women. And there you have it, 10 top female weaknesses every man must know. Although hopefully you see they're not really about exploitation, but about genuine connection, empathy, and self-awareness. If you apply these insights ethically and with respect, they can be powerful ways to build attraction, deepen relationships, and just become a more thoughtful human being. Let's do a quick recap. Emotional vulnerability. Show your real feelings. Authenticity is key. Confidence and leadership. Balanced confidence is magnetic, not arrogant. Sense of humor. Laughter is the universal glue of human bonding. Good listening skills. Make her feel heard and valued. Thoughtful gestures. Little acts of kindness make big impressions. Compliments. Genuine and specific praise can go a long way. Shared interests. Finding common ground creates deeper connections. Support and understanding. Be there for her emotionally, it's invaluable. Mystery and intrigue. Keep a little excitement by revealing yourself gradually. Authenticity. Embrace who you are, flaws, quirks, and all. I'd love to know what you think. Which of these do you find the most surprising or the most accurate? Maybe you have a favorite story about how one of these weak spots made a difference in your own life. Let's get the conversation going in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that like button, smashing that subscribe button if you haven't already, and sharing this with a friend who might need a little help in the romance department. Also, feel free to ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos covering relationships, psychology, self-improvement, and more. Until next time, remember, genuine connections start with honest intentions. Treat others with respect, and you'll find that weaknesses aren't really weaknesses at all. They're just opportunities for deeper understanding. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.